Good morning, people. It is Wednesday, the 9th of June. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture. Ain't no one else in the building today, so... Apart from Brent. Brent's here. Well, go on, Brent.
Morning. I'm good. Thank you very much. And yourself?
I'm good. 6 foot plus, pure temptation, big marks, all that kind of stuff. You
Amazing.
know what, go on.
Good morning, GMD. Good morning, Davina. Good morning, Anon T. Oh my goodness. I've gone through the greetings. Now let's move on to the Spotify comment.
Huh? Wait, let me retweet.
Let me do that.
Second, guys. Morning. Everybody like the chat on upon arrival.
One day.
Like the video? Go on, one day what?
One day, everybody who is listening to us, when it is that we say that we're retweeting, they'll just go and retweet it.
In an ideal world, isn't it?
In an ideal world, but a lot of people don't like being asked or told what to do.
But you can't force people to support you, man.
Ever. Never, ever. And to be honest, them turning up every single day to watch this, that's support in itself.
There you go.
That's the best form of support.
Gotta take the rough with the smooth. Who the hell is that? I've got to be screenshotting the chat and zooming in because it's only half a face. All right, we're back in the car, man. Morning, people. Ready for the world. Hope you've got your coffee and ting ready. It's Wednesday, so you know it's going to be a quick show.
Street.
And I'm by myself, so it might even be quicker than intended. That's the truth of it all. Well, I got to know, Brent, man. You all right?
I am blessed and highly favored. And to be honest, all they really need to know is the headlines. You understand?
Yeah.
They need to know what's going on in the world around them.
That's facts.
Yeah, everything else is garnishing.
Did you watch Domino Effect 4?
I am halfway through it. I'm enjoying it more than 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because he's talking about... I don't know, but I'm really, really enjoying it. And his storytelling is...
Big bro.
Yeah, bro.
Let's say Cobra back.
Cobra back.
You can see Bradley's doing muscle poses.
The thing is, I have to remind myself that even though this looks comical, right? And it looks staged, it's probably true to life.
I think I believe every single word that he says.
Because of how he set it up in the beginning.
Yeah.
This is a magnificent guy to remember all of this in such detail and be able to communicate it in a manner in which he is.
Yeah, he can remember his life so cold. But I mean, it had a big impact on him, innit? All the stuff they went through, it was serious stuff. So I think it's one of the dopest specials I've ever seen. It's not the funniest either, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say it's the funniest set of specials I've ever seen.
It's different.
It's different, but as a body of work, and to do that kind of storytelling for so long, you get me, through 4 different specials, and he's just picking the story up where he left off, and he's just telling you the story, and it's just his life, and it's true. It's like a biography kind of thing. Talented brother, man. Talented brother. It's dope.
I wonder who came to him and said, you should take this on the road. You should package it and then put it out to the people.
Well, he said that he done Domino Effect 1, and he told the story, and then after he done it, someone was to him like, so what happened next?
What I'm saying is that who even told him that he should go on stage?
Oh, he should be a comedian. Oh, he gets to it when he finished when he finished the thing. He told you how he got into comedy.
Finish the actual 4th one?
Yeah, the 4th one. Yeah, you finish it. He'll tell you
so you're saying something I have to look forward to?
Yeah, he leads you up. It's just like his whole life. He walks up and literally explains to you how he got into comedy, and it's all from being incarcerated and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for you, the 4th one was a highlight.
I liked it.
The second.
The second one was crazy, but you know what it is? The origin story. The first one's so cold. You get me? You might have to go back and rewatch it. After you watch all of them and you go back and rewatch it, you realize how cold the first one is. The first one's cold.
No, you know his style.
Yeah, the first one's super cold. Is the second one where he talked about getting duct taped up in that?
I don't know. The second one, that my landmark is the thing
Where he talked about his sister and that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The second one's cold. And the second one, he adds bits of like people testimony in it. Like, so they're talking to verify what he's saying, innit? Yeah, the second one's very good. The third one's
Yeah, the third one could have remained where it was.
well, no, we needed the story.
I don't know.
You can't have chunks and gaps in the story,
I can't
bro.
remember anything in the third one. What happened in the third one? Was it after
The third one's cold when he's
Don't say the third one's cold. After he said the first is cold. The second
there's
is cold.
bits that's cold when he's talking about when he's in the prison and the lawyer and that, and he's sending his lawyer and he sees the judge.
You've mentioned one part. You mentioned one part,
and it made you laugh.
Of course it did. That can't be that can't be the whole body of it.
Okay, cool. So no, it was him fighting his case. It was about him fighting his case. It was go on, you remember another bit?
No, this is the same judge bit.
Huh?
The same judge bit.
It was funny, innit?
The judge came back and was like, "Excuse me."
He's like, you need to stop watching
Yeah.
crime documentaries. Stop reading the news as well. You get me? Like, he's onto him. He's talking about shit. What's another part about that?
Without giving any spoilers, obviously.
Without giving any spoilers.
Yeah, it'll be hard for you to basically select any other wavy ones from the third one.
No, man. There was points from when he like just the whole, because that's his first time into jail and that, innit? And when they was winding him up talking about, oh yeah, you beat up my sister. I'm trying to think how the story goes. I'm gonna go. If it's so bad, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
And
again.
then he made it up. No, sister.
yeah. He was lying. And then the Mexicans that was showing the man love smashed you up. You get me?
All right. So the fourth is it ended well.
Yeah. The fourth's good. It's once you get into his comedy style, his storytelling style, and you actually invested into the story. When he can say characters' names, like in the fourth one, he'll say characters' names that he ain't said since the first one, and you know exactly who he's talking about. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, and it's just like reading a book and that, because you can just picture them. You make up your own, that in your own mind, how they look in these situations. Like when he's in prison, you feel like you're in there with him, like you're just going through it. You get me? It's
What's
very
next
good.
for him?
What's next?
What's next for him?
They have to do another special. I mean, I guess he can't do it. I guess the story's over. He's got to the end of the story. But that story, when he came out of jail in 96. He's got more stories to tell, bro. They're not going to be like that, because obviously that's a different phase of his life. But he's got more stories to tell.
So do you think he's just a storytelling comedian? No, not in the manner in which Chappelle is. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about his personal stories. Do you think that's his thing?
Well, that's what people relate to, innit?
Right now, because that's all he's shown.
Yeah, but I've watched other clips of him where he's talking about his kids and stuff like that, or like little things where he's doing different kind of stand-up, where he's telling jokes and that, and it's all personal, relatable
He's been
stuff.
doing skits. Remember, he did skits before.
Yeah.
And then he started doing his whole, okay, let me tell my thing story. So, yeah, he ain't got no problem.
Yeah, he ain't got no problem.
He ain't got no problem. Yeah, I should expect him to see him in movies too.
Yeah, he's straight. Serious man. Domino effect.
Love it, man.
What am I going to do here? Let's read some Spotify comments.
One is from YouTube community. By the way, I will do that too. If you want to leave a bit more, to basically for us to read out, then you can go to the YouTube community and then you can leave a comment there, and I'll still plug it if it's cool enough in the intro.
All right, cool. So what's this comment from? Spotify or YouTube?
First is Spotify, second is YouTube.
All right, so Riego.
Nailed it.
It would be Diego if it was a D. So it must be Riego. Says, Brent, it's about time you pattern up a TDA charity boxing match between Black Rob and Ramsey, because the sparks were flying in this episode. Yeah.
What do you think Black Rob looks like? Let's see if you can get it correct.
Right, have you seen him?
Yeah.
Young Philly.
Why young Philly? Why that young handsome man?
I don't know. Or like a resemblance. Was it close?
No.
Fuck.
and he's wham, you know.
Black Rob's wham.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
I'm telling you. I told you he got no neck. Got no neck.
Black Rob don't sound wham.
I didn't mean anything.
That's true.
To be honest, if I hadn't met you and I just heard your voice, how would I place you?
When I used to rap and people never knew my voice, they thought I was some big, aggressive ogre. Like,
but you
beast.
You were tall and...
I was super skinny though.
Yeah,
even before I went to prison and that, like, because I'm slim now, but I'm saying I was like, famine.
Yeah, I hear that. But when you put clothes on, and especially back in those days, it was that type of over...
Baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just hanging. Look like it's just in the hanger.
So you look like the lutch.
Just looks like the clothes in the hanger on the wardrobe. It's not like... I'm just tall and skinny.
Yeah.
I need to get back to 15 stone again. I like being big, but I just need to control the weight. I need to control the...
How much stones do you know?
Probably about... I ain't checked in a little while, but probably about 13 and a half, maybe. Just under 14, maybe. Yeah, about that.
I think it's a big difference.
Huh?
I think it's a big difference.
Well, I feel it, yeah. 15 stone, 6'3". Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we doing here, Brent? Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
Fernand said he's pictured a bald man.
Bald?
Yeah.
No, I reckon Rob's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, he does.
I don't see bald. Brown skin, slim don.
Yeah, not slim at all.
Is he actually hench?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big up, Rob.
Yeah, so I don't know what like Ramsey's doing, and you get and you can tell that he's got a lot of Get too cool and not move.
Hey, he's saying stay woke, Ramsey, man. He's basically saying stay woke. All right, we've got a YouTube comment from FNZ01. It says, can you have veto power if your partner contributes financially to the household? For example, if she is also paying for your holiday, who gets final say? Bearing in mind you can't afford the holiday on your own. Wouldn't it make more sense to find a middle ground? I'd be interested to hear Mar's perspective on how finances informs veto power. If you can't afford the holiday by yourself and you are doing it together, then clearly it is a joint decision. But my finances doesn't change my stance. Money doesn't make the man. I could not have a penny to my name, and I would behave the same way. So, I'm just telling you the truth. This is what you signed up for. If you don't like the ride, get off at the next stop. You get what I'm trying to say? That's just how I roll. I don't know about everybody else. You get me? I have supreme confidence in myself and who I am. Money doesn't make the man. The man makes the money. You feel me? But again, I'm into compromising. If we've got to go 50-50 and we're doing it, then it's going to be a joint decision where we go. But again, I don't know. Regarding holiday, like she wanted to go somewhere cold and that's what she really wanted to do. We're not doing it. And it's like, unless it was for skiing, because I want to try a skiing trip actually. But if it was just for fun, to go and chill in igloos and shit, like we're not doing it. Like that's not my story. That's not my bag. I don't want to do this shit. Like, so again, I'm still vetoing it.
I respect the women who know they have a stubborn or obstinate partner and know exactly how to manipulate him to get their way.
Because it's all psych. It's all mind tricks.
All of it.
You think you're in control, but they're just letting you do what they want. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? When you tell me to shut up, I shut up. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. You get what I'm trying to say? I got mind control over this nigga. You get what I'm trying to say? The real women know how to manipulate and how to control the situation, how to get you to do what you want to do. You get me? Like, come on, man. That's why you need a good woman. That's why you need a good woman. You need a sensible woman, man.
You ain't lying.
She's going to know how to allow you. You know what I'm trying to say? How to allow you to have the freedom to feel like you're the king. But really, you know what I'm saying? Because all that matters is what you think and how you feel. So reality, you got to do with anything.
Hey, man.
But yeah, man. That's it. Any more for any more?
Nah.
All right, let's get into some headlines. Yeah, you might have to change your name to Hench Rob in the chat.
Might as well.
Change it to hedgerow black, man. Come on, man. So our first headline is the Tories heading for worst ever defeat, while Labour on track for 256 majority poll fines. 256 majority poll fines. There we go. The Labour Party is on course for a 256 seat majority at the general election, while the Tories are heading for their worst ever defeat, according to a new poll. In its first MRP model of the 2024 campaign, Ipsos estimated Sir Keir Starmer's party could win 453 seats and the Conservatives 115. That's crazy. If correct, that would hand Labour a historic majority of 256, the biggest of any post-war government, while plunging the number of Tory MPs to record lows. It would also mean senior Conservative figures such as Grant Shapps, Penny Mordaunt, Gillian Keegan, Johnny Mercer and Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg losing their seats. Now, while Labour have consistently enjoyed a 20-point lead in the polls, the Ipsos survey is the highest projection yet of what the majority could look like. According to the projection, Nigel Farage is on track to overturn a huge Tory majority to win in Clacton, while former Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, standing as an independent, is predicted to lose his old party in North London. The poll is likely to cement fears within the Conservatives Party of an extinction-level event. It's all going off over there, man. Oh, that's some black news. Stephen Lawrence's detectives will not face prosecution. So, a decision has been upheld not to bring charges against 4 police officers involved in the original investigation into Stephen Lawrence's murder. The review found insufficient evidence for a realistic prospect of conviction. This means no officers have been held criminally responsible for what is seen as one of Scotland Yard's biggest disasters. The Met Police agreed that an independent police force will review the Stephen Lawrence murder investigation. The review by a senior lawyer at the Crown Prosecution Service upholds a previous decision not to prosecute, which was challenged by Stephen's parents and friends. Stephen was murdered in April 1993 in a racist attack in South London. 93. What's that, 30 years ago? Am I doing bad maths? It is, isn't it? That was crazy.
Yeah.
The way that impacted the world. Huh?
Can you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
It was like...
He went to the same school as me.
Oh, did he?
Mm.
Okay. It was just a thing, innit? It's part of British history. It's one of these... It's a name... It's a name you'll just never forget. It's like Damilola Taylor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like... yeah, it's just... After all this time... What's... There's no time limit on justice, is it? We see that now they've said this. Is it over? Is it done now? Or are they going to just keep fighting to try and get justice, try and get answers?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, cool. Last headline in our first segment. It says, Thailand makes history as first Southeast Asian country to legalise same-sex marriage. Email's a fucking idiot, you know.
What did he put in there?
Isn't it? He said they chose to step back behind those sexuals.
I'm not even laughing. He knows better.
Thailand's Senate has given final approval to a bill legalising same-sex marriage. This makes Thailand the first country in the Southeast Asia to legalise same-sex marriage. The move follows decades of campaigning by activists. Activists hailed the move as a monumental step forward for LGBTQ plus rights. The bill now awaits formal approval from King Maha V, and will come into force 120 days after it is published in the Royal Gazette. Brent, do you want to try that name for me?
Let me see what it looks like. I am terrible at pronouncing.
Yeah, but have a go. Because he's not King Maha.
Where are we? Which paragraph is that? Oh! King Mahavi. Vajira Longkorn.
Huh?
Vajira
Longkorn.
Longkorn.
But that sounds like you're saying two different things. If it's got a flow in one word.
That sounds Viking to me.
Vajra Longkorn.
Yeah.
Maha Vajra Longkorn.
Maha is the one that, you know, cements it as Sri Lankan or something.
Mahavi. Anyway, this means the first same-sex weddings could take place in Thailand later this year. Thailand is one of Asia's popular tourist destinations and has a reputation for acceptance and inclusivity. However, the Thai society largely holds conservative values, so the country has struggled for decades to pass a marriage equality law, while members of the LGBT plus community say they face discrimination in everyday life. That is the end of our first set of headlines.
It took your time, innit?
Huh?
Thailand's been known for liberalism.
Oh, that's where the ladyboys are in that as well, isn't it? Yeah.
The time. They were the first, no?
What, to have ladyboys?
They were the ones who popularized it.
They definitely must have popularized it because that's, if you think of
The England boys, messing around and whatnot.
growing up over there, if you think of that kind of stuff, you think of Thailand, innit?
100%.
Well, better late than never, I suppose.
Straight.
All right, let's get to what you're saying, topic of the day. Our topic of the day is, who is a greater threat to humanity? AI, aliens, or flat earthers? And he says, e.g., the Terrence Howard's crew.
Flat earthers?
Terrence Howard ain't a flat earther.
No. What was the EG connected to?
I'm guessing flat earthers.
He's not a flat earther.
He's not a flat earther. But because he believes gravity doesn't exist, that's a flat earth premise. So maybe that's where he's making the connection.
I don't know if he believes that gravity doesn't exist.
He did say gravity doesn't exist.
Serious? I don't know if he did that. Let me ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, he gave reasons for what. Even like with the boat, density, buoyancy, it's not gravity. How do boats float? Why is gravity working? Gravity just picks and chooses when it wants to work. And then plus they can't recreate it in a test form or like in a lab and stuff like that. And there's also no other examples of big objects pulling close objects, smaller objects closer to them just because of their size. No other examples of it at all.
Margs, Mr. Eidetic Memory, you might be right. My apologies.
Yeah.
I typed in, does Terrence Howard believe that gravity doesn't exist? And ChatGPT says yes. Terrence Howard has publicly expressed unconventional beliefs about gravity. In interviews and public statements, he has suggested that gravity doesn't exist as traditionally understood in physics. Instead, he has proposed alternative theories about the nature of the universe, including ideas related to the concept of teleology, which combines elements of mathematics, physics, and philosophy, a big jumble pot, in a way that is not aligned with mainstream scientific understanding. Howard's views have sparked curiosity and controversy as they diverge significantly from established scientific principles. So he does believe in gravity, but not
the way that is.
Yeah.
See, and I believe the same thing. That's why Loons calls me a flat earther. I think gravity is a myth. But again, I'm a conspiracy. I don't believe nothing people tell me. For no reason as well. I don't need a reason not to believe it. I just want to question everything. So, this is a light-hearted topic, but you guys should be able to go off on this one for a while, apparently. Mohammed from the chat. Yep, the nigga got the same first and last name like Gary Neville's dad. What's he? Is he talking to me? Am I supposed to read this or is he having a private conversation with me?
Who's that?
Who's Mohammed?
How come I've not seen him in the chat?
Mohammed pops up later on in the show. I feel like I see it. I feel like I've seen it. I feel like.
Oh, are you reading something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were reading the chat.
No. I'm reading what he's got written here, but I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to read it out if he's talking to me because the way he's reading back is like he's, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Off the top of your head, who's the biggest threat to us? Like us meaning humanity.
I think that's pretty easy.
AI.
Why do you say that?
Because it's here.
Wait a minute. Let's go from the least.
The least threat to society, to humanity. Flat earthers.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
Because what's the kind of threat? They're not causing no threat. What threat are they causing? Even someone like Terrence Howard, if people are just going to laugh at him and ridicule him and act like E-Man does, what threat is there? For Terrence Howard to be a threat to someone like E-Man, it can only be if what he's saying is true. It's going to change his whole world as you know it. It's going to make him like a fool for ridiculing him. Do you get what I mean? The only threat that flat earthers and these kind of people can cause if what they're saying is true. If what they're saying is not true and they're just there screaming off the hilltops and everybody's ridiculing them and they're looking like psychopaths, what threat are they to society? They ain't no threat.
Unless they mobilize and
do what? Go and jump off the edge of the earth.
No, if they try to uncover and show the world that these institutions have been lying to us, and they become militant, you know, and them fringe groups in America where they pick up arms, believing that they have a cause greater than the rest of the.
But they would have to be able to prove that everything the things that they're saying is true.
They're looking to prove it by overthrowing the government to then get to the cabinet of files and videos.
So it's literally like a overthrow the government.
One type of anarchy that is a mad one.
Just started controlling the states.
But because their minds are really like that, they would kill. They would pick up arms and kill because they feel as though they are delivering us.
Can you see what society's done to people that's got different views? You're telling them that's just because they believe the Earth's flat, they're ready to go and kill people. This is what he's saying. This is what he believes about flat earthers.
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to ramp up their...
They're no threat.
Right now, they're not because of what you think they aren't capable of doing. You think that they're not about business. That's what you've literally basically, they stay on Facebook. They can't mobilize. They can't grab arms and then look to do stuff. That's what you're saying. But then on the same flipping wavelength, you would see Just Stop Oil protesters going and putting their lives on the line.
Well, Just Stop Oil are a bigger threat than flat earthers because they're prepared to do it. They'll bring planes down out of the sky if they could to stop the carbon footprint. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I would love to see the stats to see if a lot of Just Stop Oil believers are also
flat earthers. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they're romanticizing nothing about the Earth. I think they're genuine with their concerns for it. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think it's based in today's science, not no pseudoscience. So I think they all think it's round, and they just all want to save the place. That's why it will galvanize them. I think they're ready to go. If they find out the right leader, I think they'll take the arms, militarize. I think just Stop Oil will go for it.
But they are opposed to killing living beings, right?
Are they the same as killing the animal? Are they the same as animal rights people?
They're normally vegans.
Well, Just Stop Oil.
They normally tend to be vegans. They normally tend to wear like clothes that they've made.
Those people put more stock in animal life than in human life anyway. So I don't think, and obviously if we're bad humans and we're contributing to the death of the planet, then you got to take us out. It's necessity.
Oh, so you're saying that in order to preserve like life on Earth, humans need to basically be culled.
Mm-hmm. And that's why AI is the biggest threat. Because once AI realize that, they're going to come and get us. Terminator. Terminator. You make it AI, because all this stuff that's going on in the world and global warming and whatnot, and everybody wants to make things easier, and then you're going to make a program that's going to help us fix our problems. These beings are smart. They're growing with knowledge over time, and then once they learn that the biggest problem facing humanity is humanity.
The thing is, you're saying this because it's been scripted in movies you've watched.
No, because it makes perfect thought. It doesn't need to be an original thought.
It makes perfect sense because you've been conditioned to believe it makes sense.
When you told me Terrence, the thing that's good about what Terrence Howard was saying is that it's not thoughts that he's made up. It's stuff that came from people before him. So they're not original thoughts. This is the same concept of what you're saying.
So proud of you.
Huh?
So proud of you for doing this stuff. Come on, wiggle out again.
No, that's what you told me. Mm-hmm. So the fact that it's not original thought doesn't mean anything. And it's based in logic if you think about it and you go through it and you think about it. And that's why they're the biggest threat. Aliens might be the least biggest threat, actually, because they're not well, I'm going to say they're not here, but you have the mindset that they're definitely here. And obviously you saw the summit the other day in Congress.
Thing is, you probably nobody listens to me when I talk about this kind of stuff, right? Why I'm saying that is because everything's connected. All those three things are connected.
Go on, connect them.
So the aliens and AI is from the same mind.
Do you reckon they used alien technology to create AI?
120%.
Okay.
And alien technology is just demonic stuff. It's the same thing. It's three parts of the same coin. Stay with me.
I'm with you, I'm here.
So when Emmanuel is saying which is greater, I'm seeing it as just a trick question.
Spiderman.
100%.
Me.
But you're right.
Okay then. What would you say are the strengths of all three? He's give me some examples here. Should I read them out?
Yes, please.
Well, AI, fast learners, adapt to almost anything and can hack systems, etc. Aliens, advanced technology, potential biological weapons, totally unpredictable. Flat earthers, Terrence Howard crew, can make the public believe almost anything, e.g. 1 × 1 = 2, and can undermine authorities with their warped thinking, strength in numbers. There's loads of them. He's scared of them. He's scared of Terrence Howard, you know.
It's funny.
He's scared of Terrence Howard, and I think he's trying to mock him and ridicule him, but it's all unfair. It's unfair that there could be even a semblance of truth in anything that he's saying, because it's going to change his whole world as he knows it, and he don't like change. And this is for black people.
A quick segue, right? Is there a problem to be afraid of stupid people? Now, bear in mind, he's thinking he's stupid, right? But is there a problem? Is there legitimacy in fearing stupid people?
Case by case scenario. I'd be scared of stupid people in positions of power. But just stupid people in general, no, because I can outfox them.
Yeah? How about people who have...
Influence?
Who have really, really warped ideologies, like Christians. Because as you can go through history, it's been religion and people zealous, like embracing of religion that has caused so much chaos.
Most of the wars in the world.
And you see a lot of cults running around and how leader of cults could get their followers to kill themselves and do mad stuff, all thinking that they're going to basically see heaven.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're dangerous, those people. But I wouldn't put them in the stupid category. It just doesn't matter if you think like their beliefs and stuff are stupid. But someone that's put themselves in that position that's capable to galvanize so many people and sell those kind of dreams, I wouldn't call them stupid.
Now, based on the principle of Emmanuel calling or insinuating that Terrence is cuckoo, he would also call those particular followers of those cult leaders cuckoo.
Yeah.
So that's why I've just used the title stupid.
Yeah.
You understand?
Those type of people are a threat. Those type of people.
The cult followers?
Well, the cult leaders. The followers are just following. The followers are going to go wherever they go. And once that cult shuts down, you give them something else to follow it, they're going to follow. It's the people in charge, it's the people doing the leading, that's the threat. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, because it's the shepherds you got to worry about, not the sheep. The sheep just doing what they're doing until they're not doing it no more, and then they'll find something else to follow. So if they can find something sensible, something good to follow, then they'll be doing all right. It's when they go start following bad and stupid things where the problem comes. But again, they're just a sheep.
I don't know, because let me just parallel it to like a general, an OG, just giving out instructions to the soldiers. The soldiers are just going to blindly follow. They're not going to adopt any sense of, wait, let me use my own reasoning to say this person doesn't deserve to die. They've just been said, go. You're like a robot.
That's what I'm trying to say. So if you've got a good general, he's going to be giving out good orders.
No, he's talking about the worst of it, right? Who should you fear? And we're now talking about...
It's the general who's got the soldiers at his command, at his whim.
I don't know. Because for me, we never see the general. We never basically interact with the general. It's the soldiers that we see before we die.
I hear the logic. But again, they're just doing what they're told. And I know you're saying it's dangerous.
And
People
what
can just
they
do whatever.
think they've been told. For example, someone could use the strength of the general's name to give a soldier an order. And
We've had illegal wars, yeah? Obviously, every country's got an army. Most of the people that join the army are patriots, you know what I'm trying to say? And they believe in the propaganda and the lies that's been told to them, and they believe that they're doing the right thing and whatnot. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of them people that went over to Iraq thought it was their mission to eradicate terrorists and thing and to go and get weapons of mass destruction and stop them. And that's what they believe. And they believe that because of what they was told. You know what I'm trying to say? So going blindly into a country and killing people and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it's dangerous and yeah, whatever. But it's for a reason. The buck doesn't stop. The buck stops with the leaders. And that's why retrospectively, when you go back, soldiers ain't being questioned and reprimanded for anything that they've done. It's the leaders who called on this fake war and who spreaded the propaganda and who are stood Bush, Blair, and whatever higher up generals was involved in the. You know what I'm saying? It's the people in the power that you need to worry about. The soldiers are just the soldiers. Because if they didn't tell them to do that, they wouldn't have done that.
No, fair. I fully understand your argument. I'm not saying that. I just want to, I guess, pose a different argument. Is it really the leaders that we should fear the most, right? Because you have leaders, but you don't listen to them.
That's not true.
Oh, you listen to your leaders?
Yeah, I've grew up in a hierarchy. You know what I'm trying to say?
But you've never acknowledged it in a way that it affects your agency.
I've grew up in a place where I've had elders. I've had people above me, people younger than me. As I grow old,
You've started this particular segment saying you don't listen to anything anybody tells you.
I'm not saying what to do. I mean information. I question all information that people try and give me. When people are telling me things, I understand why I want to know why they're telling me or where it's coming from. Are you trying to, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not about listening to someone what to do and following orders and stuff like that. I've been capable of following orders. Huh?
If you're a woman, would you still have that same mindset?
I don't know. I'm guessing if I was a woman, I'd be exactly the same. Would you think I'd be the same? I don't know how that works.
I do believe you'd be the same, right? But then you would have to bust out the mold of what you would want a woman to be based on our conversation yesterday. You just want them to just follow your lead. Don't ask no questions.
Yeah, but if I was exactly who I am, but a female version of me, I'd probably be like the face of everything that's wrong with women in society.
Can you imagine if just everything's wrong?
Oh
my goodness.
They would hate me, Brent. They would hate me.
Yeah, but you have to hate until it is you correct stuff, innit?
It's true. And then they'll realise I was right. Why are aliens the biggest threat?
They're not.
That's not.
Should I make an argument?
I thought that's how you would feel, because I know you're big on aliens, so you're not scared of them in any way, shape, or form. They don't pose no threat to society in no way, shape, or form.
They definitely do,
but not the biggest one.
No, because I've told you it's all connected. It's the same thing.
Okay, so in your mind, what's the biggest threat to society out of the three? You're saying flat Earth, isn't it?
It's the fact that nobody realizes that it's still a devil. That's the biggest threat. It's the welcoming of all of this technology.
It's all the 666. It's all the beast.
It's all connected to this ancient story of this entity who literally wants everybody to turn away from God. That's the biggest thing. Us not knowing that it's connected.
They say the biggest trick in the world, the devil pulled the biggest trick in the world, is making people think they don't exist.
Yeah. You know how many people would laugh at me right now, me saying it's the devil.
That's the biggest trick in the world. The devil making people think they don't exist. I heard that. Do you know what they say the second biggest trick in the world is? Men making women think that good ones exist.
Who says that? Did you just make that up?
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Did you just sit down there with your legs crossed and make that up? Margs, this is you should be there next to the three options. Why are you looking up there? I'm talking about the three options you might just put us.
Oh.
Yes. Danger to humanity. Can you imagine? You've just sat there. And I actually think you've plucked it from you've quoted somebody, but you haven't. You've just decided to make it up. That's bad.
It was good though, right?
Of course it was not. What?
It's got legs. It's got legs. There's something to it. It's got legs. I mean, the good men wouldn't like it, but there's something there.
Oh my god! So let's just focus on these things. You believe it would be aliens?
I believe it's AI.
All right, and
it's taking our jobs. I'm gonna sound like reform now.
All right. When you say it's taking your jobs, are you talking about the process it currently does? Those who were reliant on that feed their family. I don't know, artists and this, that, and the next. Script writers and
eventually that's what it's going to lead to. Remember, the people didn't like that way when they came into computers. People didn't like computers because computers were going to take our jobs. But someone needed to man the computers, so that was kind of all right. But then now you got the AI. No one don't even need to man the computers. Like you're just cutting the human out altogether. Don't
you see it the same as when the Industrial Revolution came in and it took so many different people's jobs?
That's what I just said. But like them machines and that, people still needed to man the machines. You know what I'm trying to say?
People still need to, like...
Not the AI? No. Once you set up, it's doing its thing.
I need to understand, where do you think AI is right now? Now, bear in mind...
but also, we're projecting as well. That this is just the beginning, where it's going to get to. You got to think about where it's going to get to.
Let me play this game with you. So, where do you think it is right now? Because I know where you think it's going to get to, but I'm also going to ask that of you. Where do you think it is right now?
What, AI?
Yeah. And I'm talking about you knowing or believing that this is where we are with AI right now.
Well, I think AI is way more advanced than they've released to the public.
That much you can say, right? We move on to that just now, but
I just think it's
for you, do you use AI at all?
I've used ChatGPT one time.
For what?
Change a message for me, something that I was writing. I wrote something out, and I was like, make this seem more sincere and heartfelt. And then I used it, but then I preferred what I wrote. Anyway, so I did.
Interesting. All right, so right now, it is only as good as the prompts you give it.
I suppose, yeah, little tools and that. They're little tools and stuff to do things, but...
Now, for example, it gave you a result that you felt wasn't better than what you went with, right?
Yeah.
But if you had prompted it properly, I can guarantee you it would have given you something better than... In fact, you would have still decided, no, I still want to go with mine. That was your choice.
I don't know if I felt like it was better, I would have used it.
Yeah, no, precisely. It's up to you, your perception of what you've received. All right, fair. So outside of that, what else have you used it for?
This tattoo on my legs, AI. This woman is AI.
What do you mean?
She doesn't exist. It's an AI picture.
What do you had it generated from?
AI.
Who generated it for you?
No, tattoo artist.
All right, so they went on a computer and then you said, I want something on my leg. Did you give him any sort of guidance? Any stare?
Black woman.
It's a black woman?
Of course she's a black woman.
All right, lovely. Black woman, and make it look like Medusa?
It's just dreads. Just like a warrior queen.
All right.
Like so a warrior king.
Typed in warrior king.
Woman.
And different things came up, right? And he said, choose from one of these. Mm-hmm. And you just chose from one of those. All right, cool. So picture generation.
And I use it.
Right now, you're just talking about generative AI.
Yeah.
Well, with both examples.
I use AI. Well, obviously, the gaming systems got AI. When you're playing football and stuff, they learn your styles and stuff like that. I don't use AI for nothing.
Do you know we've been using machine-assisted or artificial intelligence in our iPhones for the longest while? Predictive text.
Yeah.
That's time ago, right? And when predictive text was running, we weren't screaming, oh my goodness, AI is going to take over the world. Now, bear in mind, I'm not downplaying your face. I'm just trying to let you know we've been using AI for a while. Yeah,
so it's safe at the moment. In my mind, I'm talking about the the future. I'm talking about where it's going.
All right. So, in your mind, you are just reeling off what you saw on RoboCop. Terminator.
They're building robots. What iRobot?
They have been building robots before AI. You heard about AI?
I know. But then once they're working on these and they're getting better and they start getting these androids and you can start getting humanoid robots and stuff like that, and then you put AI into the robot, then it can just think for itself and do for itself. It's bigger than you. It's stronger than you. You get what I'm trying to say? Then they replace mankind with robots.
So I believe that there is going to be an integration of AI into humans before
it goes into
full-on androids.
Integrating into humans and do what? How's that look? What's that look like? What's the purpose? Was it?
Well, we have nanotechnology, and we've had nanotechnology for time.
Like Iron Man.
How do you mean like Iron Man? What does that mean?
When you say nanotechnology, you talk about like Iron Man. Because ain't that his thing?
Stop saying the same thing. I want you to explain what you mean like Iron Man.
Like his suit that can, like, when he presses the button and it covers him up and it goes around.
Yeah. So no.
Okay.
For example, if people get like a heart transplant, or if there's certain diagnostics that doctors need to collect information from, they will put some nanotechnology into the bloodstream and go get their stuff, and then they'll be able to read that information from that nanotechnology. But we've had this for time. The nanotechnology in different forms and formats has been in that particular research and scientific field for a long time. There are a lot of different applications for nanotechnology. A lot.
Yeah, but these things will be made were made to use for good.
You have the limbs that they give you where it sends messages to the brains and it collects messages from the brains for it to now transmit into you be able to move your fingers or scrunch your hand around the ball and have legs that you can use just like anything else. It's been around. Yeah,
but this saying it's been around, it doesn't mean nothing. That's just in this exception. We've got to talk about where it goes to.
The gradual
and what happened when they started making weapons. Yeah, they started making blades and stuff, and they started using it for hunting and all these things out of necessity. Then they started using it for war. Then they turned from blades and stuff, and they got into ballistics. You get me? It's just advancing. All these weapons, all these bombs start from knives. Really and truly, the mindset, the use for weapons and the necessity for weapons and stuff like that, and it went all the way to nuclear bombs. So you telling me that this stuff's been here and it's harmless and it's fine? It's fine, yes, because knives and stuff's have been here and it's been fine.
Harmless.
But look where it went to. So what is the nuclear bomb of AI, Brent?
That's not my argument. Not my argument. And what you're suggesting or showing is that humankind has always looked to try to basically create the thing that might destroy them, right? This is a search of I don't know, the next thing.
The proof's in the pudding.
And whether they say it's for protection or not from the others and whatnot, whatever it is you're doing, it's a desire to be like God.
They do have that. And AI is going to make that even more attainable. Like I'm saying, now, all the thing that you're talking about, because everything that you're saying is right, it's been here, we've been using it, whatnot, and the way it's being used now is fine, even though you got misinformation coming out there, which is really important because we're in the information age and misinformation is killing our people. You can put anything out there, you can fake anything with these deep fakes and all these kind of things. So even though we're still in its early stages in this thing, and it's not harmless at the moment because in the wrong hands, it's going to fuck people up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like with politics, these campaigns, presidents putting people in precarious positions that they've never been and never done. And all people need to do is see something online to believe it. You get me? Once you put it out there and you muddy the waters, it's done. Certain stains ain't coming off you. Even after you find out it's AI, people are still going to talk about, yeah, boy, did you see my man with the little kids? Everybody knows it's AI, but it's there. They done it. They saw it rare. So it's still dangerous. It's not as dangerous as it can be, but it's still dangerous as far as harmless as you think it is. And obviously there's good uses for it. But
harmless. Stop saying that. That's my argument. That's not my argument. I told you where it's the source, and you're telling me it's harmless.
Okay, fair enough.
The source is from the devil. I'm telling you this. So this is a discussion here. So I want to know where you stand with what you actually, when you're saying what you're saying, what is that based off of? Is it just that you've heard somebody say it and you're like, yeah, Skynet?
But this is what we want. We want everything to be easier. Like you're saying, humans are always looking to find ways to destroy themselves. They're always looking to find for an easy way out. They're always looking for a shortcut. They want everything to be easier. So once you have this technology, you're going to use it. The AI is going to replace so much in the future. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and then once you energize it and give it power and put it in positions of power, then it can think and it can move. Skynet. Like, I get what you're saying because it's come from a movie or it's not an original idea.
No.
But it's feasible.
I'm not shooting down what you're saying.
But is it feasible?
Yes, I'm not shooting down what you're saying, right? Because, Mama, I believe that the devil has been feeding Hollywood with certain things for the longest while, so for us to adopt it and for us to be desensitized to it. So 100% giving us that, it's like a blueprint of what is coming. And for even to feed in those theories, had certain scientists say, oh, I would love a world where that is possible. So that could have even triggered them to start looking to go down that particular arena. So when the devils now come to whisper to this person, this coder, and say, hey, I've got this code that could literally make it look like it's a human being responding to you. And it literally, when plugged into the intranet or whatever, the internet, it collects all the information. It scours it within seconds and gives you a response. This is better than a search machine. Do you understand? That person was like, oh my goodness. All right. Keep feeding me this. Because where they are right now, you would swear blind that it was sentient. I'm not talking about what they've shown people. When the creator of ChatGPT or OpenAI, Open whatever you call it, was there interviewed, and he was like, I'm going to quit because what did the military complex have decided to take these applications and look to do? I didn't sign up for this. This was supposed to be open source, this, that, next. It's supposed to help humanity. But what they're looking to use it for now, I ain't signed up for all of this. So he knows the capability at this point, right? Let alone next year and then the year after this. It is going to go mad. So why I'm saying what I'm saying is because we need to fear this, but more so because of where it could have come from. Not just because of what you're seeing it doing right now. I mean, if you just believe that it's man-made and it's man's objective to limit it. So no, if you know it's not that and it has nefarious beginnings, man has no flipping control over this at all. So when it is you start hearing adopt this, you have to basically integrate this into your life in order to basically have access to this, that, and next. That's what man was talking about COVID and the importance of not just taking everything as gospel from these particular wicked, corrupt people. Yeah. Because this is the start of how humanity can be tricked. If we tell you need this and threaten your work and your livelihood off the back of this, you're going to take it for convenience matter.
Well, that's purposes. What it was. It's a test. You know what I'm trying to say? To see if they can implement mass.
I'm not going back into this COVID stuff, by the way. I'm not looking to try to trigger anybody. But I'm saying I believe it is all connected to something. And I told you, there is a shift coming. There is something that's happening right now that we need to be aware of. And no other morning show is going to be able to be on top of this. No, because there are hella skeptics in here. Do you understand? You guys are getting the best, counter to anything that the world is going to tell you. Because 1, 2, 3, hella skeptic.
That's true.
4, 3.
4.
All right, cool. That's it.
Might be. 1 second. Might be. Shit. What the fuck? What the? Sorry. Okay, then. He's got a last question for you. If they were to all face off against each other, who comes out alive in order and why?
Well, using your thinking, AI can't be killed.
Yeah.
because it would look to preserve itself in some form or fashion before, because they would have seen its impending doom.
Would AI be smart enough to go against the aliens?
Don't ask me the questions like, can you punch yourself on your face?
Yes. Oh, you're saying yes?
Yeah, but you're hurting yourself. Like, what's the end goal?
What, AI going up against aliens?
Yes.
Aliens might come and they got different level of weapons and stuff like that, and we're short of ideas because we're just simple humans. We don't know what go on. Then that's when we turn to the AI to give us new, better ideas, maybe even create some new technology. You know what I'm trying to say? That's when we plug the AI right into the internet and give it the full access that it needs.
You're funny. You're funny because what you just said, let's segue from me telling you the same thing. Let's pretend they're not at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You say they're going to scour the internet for the answers.
Not necessarily for the answers, but it's information. So once you got information, then you can. Does that make sense? You just go through. Because it's got everything. If you got access to the internet, you said it can give you everything in seconds. It can give you everything. So it can. It's not the answers, but it will help find answers because it's got so much knowledge and so much information.
100%, I'm following you. But what it also implies is that information would need to be put on the internet in the first place by somebody for it to find it.
I see what you're doing here.
And who's putting the information on it?
Humans. Yeah, but if you got access to everything and you got the scope to be able to digest it and look at it, you're gonna see things differently. So you get like things that we've been missing. All the information's out there, the dots are out there. We just can't connect them because our brains don't process quick enough. They can process quicker to say, you sort of missed it. If you this, and this, then this, and this. And then a sensible man, a smart man will look at what the AI said and do the math, run the numbers. Eureka!
No. Essentially, what you're saying is that human beings have the answer to the end of aliens, right?
Well, I don't know, but
people like Terrence Howard would be putting information on the internet and be ridiculed, right? But he might have an answer to a weapon that, as you're saying, the AI will be able to use that science that you guys aren't tapped into.
Because the AI might say Terrence Howard's right. Then what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That answer might come in an outline.
But it's not to play down anything human because humans are the ones creating AI. So to even like to create something so intelligent needs a level of intelligence.
Yeah, cool. I mean, let's just go along the idea that human beings created it, right?
Yeah.
Because
you know it's the devil.
No. I believe it's the devil. Don't say I know. I don't know for a fact. It's my theory.
Well, it's a man doing the devil's work, embodiment. You get what I'm trying to say? That it's just like when someone does God's work. It's a man doing it. You know what I'm trying to say? God.
No, but I would still blame the devil for it. I just wouldn't just say it's humankind.
Okay,
yeah, because you have to get information from somewhere, right? What was I going to say? Crap.
Sorry.
That's all right. Lost it. What were we talking about just before?
Nope.
I said, let's just say this. Forgot. Never mind. Let's move on. Exhausted. My theories.
All right.
So who'd win? Was that the question? Who'd win? Yeah, who'd win?
Aliens.
Okay. Because they'll be able to just shut down electricity and no electricity, no AI.
Just blow up the planet. Blow up the whole planet. No more AI.
But AI would have just transmitted its essence into the satellites or the vehicles of the aliens. Because AI would know how to tap into the different dimensions, right?
Potentially. So you say you could just keep going, just there forever.
This is what Skynet is saying, no?
Omnipresent. Move it. So you think AI is the biggest threat? Or you think AI would win?
Nobody wins. They're the same thing. Yeah.
Spiderman.
Spiderman.
All right. Devil's work. Aliens, Terrence Howard, and AI is all from the devil. Let's get into our next headlines. Also, can you like the video, please? Appreciate it. So, the British Army trains in Kenya. Many women say soldiers raped them and abandoned children they fathered. Well, could have put a trigger warning there. Recent reports have brought to light grave allegations against the British soldiers stationed in Kenya. It is claimed that British soldiers have committed acts of rape against local women and then abandoned children born from these unions. The children, often of mixed race, are facing social exclusion and discrimination within Kenya. In response to these allegations, a crowdfunding initiative was established to provide educational and legal assistance to the affected children. This effort is spearheaded by a lawyer and his team who are actively seeking justice for these families. The Kenyan government has taken these accusations seriously and is conducting an investigation into the rape claims against the UK soldiers. The situation remains ongoing, with further developments anticipated as the investigation progresses. This sounds like something from 1700s. Is this happening today?
Disgusting.
That's crazy. So then what? Who do they hold accountable? The government, UK. What are they doing? What do? They just let these men just do what they want?
It's disgusting.
Well, and I have good news. Joey Barton had to pay Jeremy Vine 75 grand after social media libel case. So in a recent libel case, Joey Barton has issued an apology to broadcaster Jeremy Vine and agreed to pay 75 grand in damages. The case arose from a series of defamatory comments Barton made on social media, where he used slurs and made unfounded allegations against Vine. The High Court ruled these comments as defamatory, leading to the settlement between the parties. Vine had sued Barton for libel and harassment over these online posts, and the case marks a significant moment in addressing the impact of social media on personal reputation. And Vine came out and tweeted last night that he's going to have to pay more than 75 grand. So he's saying that the judges ruled that there's 10, 11 posts that he done that are all defamatory. This 75 grand is just for 5 of them, and I think they offered him a deal for the 5 of them for the 75 before all of this, but he didn't want to take it. Now he wants to take it, so he says he's going to pay it. But what Jeremy Vine is saying, that 75 is just for the 5. Yeah, he's saying he's going to have to pay for the other ones too. You get me? So Barton's going to have to pay, but fuck Barton.
All the time.
Every day. London cinema cancels screening. Oh, okay. London cinema cancels screening of AI-generated film following backlash. So, a central London cinema has cancelled the screening of a film which was written by artificial intelligence following a public backlash. The Prince Charles Cinema in Soho was due to host the world premiere of The Last Screenwriter, which was written by ChatGPT on Sunday. After concerns were raised by the audience on the use of the AI in place of a writer, the cinema announced on Tuesday that the screening had been axed. It follows a celebrated screenwriter called Jack, who finds his world shaken when he encounters a cutting-edge AI script writing system. The use of AI within the arts has been a tense discussion point recently, and with hundreds and thousands of actors supporting the strike by the US Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, last year, which brought Hollywood to a standstill over a series of issues, including the unregulated use of AI. It continues to be a major concern for the entertainment industry, with ChatGPT relying heavily on copyrighted material for their development. The issue has now made its way to the government, with MPs calling for interventions to ensure artists receive fair compensation when their work is used by AI developers. And it's time to pay some bills.
And more headlines.
And more headlines. Sorry. This is our last set of headlines. I was just checking where we are. It's fast today. It's fast.
Just the meat, bro.
But you need the news. You need your news in the morning.
100%.
This is important. This is vital.
You ain't listening to anywhere else. You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
It says Putin arrives in North Korea ahead of talks with Kim Jong Un. So Russian President Vladimir Putin arrived in North Korea to a red carpet welcome on Tuesday night at the start of his first visit to the totalitarian state in 24 years. Mr. Putin was met by North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, and the pair talked animatedly for several minutes. The two leaders last met in September at the Vostochny Cosmodrome in Russia. But this is Mr. Putin's first trip to Pyongyang since 2000. Ties between the two parish states have increased in recent years, especially since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. North Korea needs help with space technology after its recent failure to put a second spy satellite into orbit, as well as food, fuel, and foreign currency. Russia faces a continued shortage of weapons in its war in Ukraine. The United States has said it's concerned about the deepening relationship between these two countries. Our next headline is about Boeing boss grilled by US lawmakers and victims. So Boeing's chief executive, David Calhoun, faced a grilling from US senators about the company's culture as he apologized to family members of plane crash victims. Mr. Calhoun testified on Tuesday to Congress that the company had learned from the past mistakes and that the process for employee whistleblowers works, but lawmakers still accused him of not doing enough to rectify a culture of retaliation. The US company most recently was put in the spotlight when a door panel flew off a new 737 MAX plane during an Alaska Airlines flight in January, leaving a gaping hole. As part of an ongoing investigation, Boeing whistleblowers told the Senate in April that the 737 MAX and 787 Dreamliner and 777 models had serious production issues. Mr. Calhoun told the Senate that some problems come from an untrained workforce. He blamed the layoffs and worker turnover that plagued the industry after COVID, saying they contributed to manufacturing issues at the company. These people need to be more careful because I don't understand what's going on. If I was on a plane and the door blew off, yeah, I might never get on another plane again.
Serious?
No, I might not. You ain't gonna tell me twice. I ain't playing these games. I don't play these games. I'm not playing games with people. I don't need to get on planes. What do I need to get on planes for? Like, I don't need to get on no plane.
Wait a minute.
What?
You've heard of plane crashes before?
I ain't seen one.
So what you're saying is that if you actually experience it, then that'll be it for you.
Done.
How about a car crash?
What, a bad one?
You ever been in a car crash?
Not a bad one.
Have you ever seen somebody decapitated off the back of being in a car crash?
No. I've seen crashes. I've seen people fucked up on the side of the street before, though.
And that didn't stop you from driving?
But I am in control. I'm driving. I never said I wouldn't fly a plane. I said I wouldn't get in a plane.
All right, so if you were to be in an accident...
If I was flying a plane and the door blew off, I would fly a plane
Let's
again.
go back to the car. So if you were in an accident,
Yeah.
when you were driving, would you stop driving?
If it was my fault, whatever I done to get in an accident, I wouldn't do it again. If I was drink driving and I got in an accident, I wouldn't drink drive ever again.
So basically, you're saying if the plane door flies off, you just not ever go on a plane again. As in, you would decide that would be your resolution.
Yeah, I just might because this ain't never happened to me again. Don't you get it? I'm gonna put things in place to make sure this never happens to me ever again. And one of the foolproof ways is never getting on a rascal out plane.
Have you ever gotten an STD?
Yeah.
Does that stop you from going a bit back?
No, but obviously now I've got a system.
You've got a system. What's the system?
I can't remember.
He says it's a morning show, Brett. Come on, be guided.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, be guided, bro. Be guided, bro. We're here for headlines. You get what I'm saying?
That's it. Here for headlines.
But you get me?
No pun intended.
I'm safe and clean. That's the way I intend to stay.
Fair enough.
And in our last headline, it says Burkina Faso suspends French international station TV5 for 6 months. The communications regulator, CSC, accused the channel of spreading malicious insinuations and disinformation about the country's transitional government. The regulator has suspended the French newspaper Le Monde, British publication The Guardian, and German broadcaster Deutsche Welle. In its latest move Tuesday, it also hit TV5 with a fine of 50 million CFA francs, which is $82,000. Yikes. TF5 was already suspended on April 28 for 2 weeks after broadcasting a report by Human Rights Watch that accused the military of killing civilians. Multiple foreign news outlets, the majority French, have been shuttered temporarily or indefinitely since Captain Ibrahim Traoré seized power in the West African country in the September 2022 coup. And it's time to pay more bills. And we can react to some stuff. Let's go. Yeah, this week's going to be crazy. The way I'm going to get clipped up this week is...
But you're not going to end them anyway. You can pretend you can't see shit.
Ray Charles, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's it, man. But welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out your sports headlines. As you know, the Euros is going on. Yesterday, we had Turkey versus Georgia. Turkey beat Georgia 3-1. Scored a couple spectacular goals. My guy, Arda Güler. Yeah. Young boy, 19.
I like that guy, man.
Who, Arda?
Yeah,
he's
man.
Cold,
I
bro.
think he's going to end up at Arsenal. Don't laugh like that. That's the meaning.
No, go on. Let me land. I'll let you land. Sorry.
Damn.
Go ahead, unpack that. Let me see.
All right. So you can see what's happening with the Real Madrid team, right? And you can see that who they've just gotten. I don't think they've stopped just yet, right? How is he going to be getting games?
He's a bad boy, bro.
I know that.
No, it's the injury that killed him. I think he would have been playing already. He went there, then he got a big injury. Didn't you see the clips of what he was doing to these youths in training? He's been tearing Madrid up, bro. Like, I think he's going to get the games. I think they're going to have to play him. They're going to have to play him. He's ice cold, you know.
Who is in Madrid's team right now in his position? Quite a few players, right?
Who plays the 10 for Madrid? Is that Bellingham's spot? Is it? There's Tchouaméni, Camavinga. They play like the diamond, doing the thing. But Jude can go back and play in the midfield if you wanted to put Arda in the 10.
Yeah, that's what Jude's going to do.
Isn't it?
That's what he's going to do.
Drop him if they play the diamond, and then have Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Jude, Arda at the top of the diamond.
I'm just saying, Arda is going to end up at Arsenal. I call it first. Right?
Okay.
Because we were looking at him before he went to Madrid.
Oh, where is he?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if he does, I'll be hating on you, but
That guy is too sick.
yeah, Arda is cold. Man said, let Brent dream. That's funny. But yeah, they beat Georgia 3-1. Portugal beat Czech Republic 2-1. I didn't catch the full game. I caught the second half. Czech Republic took the lead on that one. I saw it. It was a shot from outside the box. It was actually a decent goal, to be fair. But Portugal was always in control of that game, and they pressured them. There was pressuring them, trying to get the equaliser. I think there was an own goal. Where did that come from? Was that Leao who put the ball in? Keeper saved it, pushed it out into the defender's leg, scored an own goal. And then they were just pressing, going for it. I thought they got it with a few minutes to go, but there was a close offside given. They got like a semi-automated system now. The offside weren't playing. It could have been millimeters, but he was offside. I think they give Ronaldo offside because he headed it, hit the post, bad start. One then put it in, no goal. And then I think Neto and, is it Incensio, whatever his name is, they came on late and impacted the game. And they got the late winner, man. They pressed on and they got it. They done it 2-1, man. Spared Ronaldo his blushes. So yeah, that happened. What we got today? Today's games, we've got at 2:00 we've got Croatia versus Albania. I ain't watching that. And then at 5 we got Germany versus Hungary. I could potentially watch that. And then you got Scotland versus Switzerland. I'm not watching that. And then yeah, that's all we've got to talk about. Obviously, oh no. I've got a few more things to read. Obviously, I didn't talk to you about the Celtics yesterday, but we've got it here as a headline, so I can read that to you so you can get the full information. So the Celtics beat Dallas to win their record 18th NBA title. So the Boston Celtics win record 18th NBA championship, defeating Dallas Mavericks 106-88. In a thrilling conclusion to the NBA Finals, the Boston Celtics secured their 18th championship title with a decisive 106-88 victory over the Dallas Mavericks, completing a 4-1 series triumph. Despite Dallas's attempts to extend the series with a 122-84 win in Game 4, the Celtics showcased their dominance in front of their home crowd in Boston. Jason Tatum led the Celtics to victory with an impressive 31-point performance, while Kyrie, who departed from Boston in 2019, enjoyed a challenging night, facing heckles from the crowd and managing only 15 points. The Celtics established their dominance early on, leading by a significant margin of 67-46 at halftime. Despite a brief rally by Dallas in the third quarter, Boston maintained their composure and secured a 19-point advantage heading into the final quarter. Jaylen Brown, who received the MVP trophy named after Celtics legend Bill Russell, played a crucial role in Boston's triumph. Brown's defensive prowess against Dallas's top scorer Luka Doncic, coupled with his consistent offensive contributions, proved instrumental in the team's success. And sorry, people. And our last headline, US legend Johnson launches new athletics league. So American track legend Michael Johnson has introduced a new and lucrative athletics league called Grand Slam Track, set to commence in April 2025 with a substantial prize fund of $12.6 million, which is £9.9 million, distributed across 4 events. The league aims to attract the world's elite runners, offering a top prize of $100,000 and featuring 4 annual meetings, 2 of which will be hosted in the United States. Each athlete will compete in 2 events, and 48 athletes will be contracted to the league. Olympic and world 400-meter hurdle champion Sydney McLaughlin Levron has already joined the league, expressing her belief that the new format represents a significant step forward for track and field. Oh yeah, you can go get some money. And that is the end of it. We can get into done it if these are new, but I understand. Why does he love this so much? Show me the craziest things you've ever seen in an interview. That's the head of the sexuals. We've had that. And then E for effort, T for done it, air destroying Beyonce songs. Nope, there's nothing new here. We're going into our outro. Nah, Luka ain't leaving the Mavericks. No way. I don't know what kind of haul they'll get for Luka either. He's one of the greatest of all time. Remember, what's he been in the league? 5 seasons. He's made 5 NBA all teams. 5 all NBA teams in a row. Like, it's different. Like, his numbers are different. They play it down, and obviously he needs his ring to certify him. But he's only 24, 25? He can get one soon. It'll be cool. There's no chance Dallas let go of Luka. And as long as they keep spending money and building a team around him, giving him opportunities to try and win, he should be happy in Dallas. I'm sure the taxes over there are all different like that. Dallas is a good thing, right? Mark Cuban and them and they look after their people. They'll do anything they can to keep Luka. So I don't think he's gonna go. He'll do like what Dirk Nowitzki did there, because they're from the same country and thing. I reckon he'll retire there. Unless it gets super crazy and bad and he says he wants to leave or whatever. But I can't see Luka going anywhere. You get me? They're just gonna put the pieces around him so he can challenge. You get me? I think Kyrie's gonna stay there, so you got him and Kyrie there for at least another few more years. So they're just gonna go and find some other pieces. I think Luka will be cool. It's not a knock on Luka that he didn't win it, man. The Celtics were too good, essentially. It's not even about Jaylen Brown and Tatum. It's literally the whole roster. It's not even 1 to 5. It's like 1 to 7 or 1 to 8. They're just decent, man. Like, they're too good. I don't even know what kind of moves these other teams are gonna have to make to keep up with them, to match up with them. Like, especially in the East. You get me? If they butt the Nuggets in that finals, it could have went differently or whatever maybe. But then now they've won it and they got that confidence, they're going to be even better. Jaylen Brown and Tatum are not going to be even better next year. You get me? Like, Derek White and them are cold. Drew Holiday, you know, like, these are 2-time champions. These are 2-way players. These are all cold. Porzingis, like, they're all cold players. So I don't know what they're going to do. But it's going to be an arms race. It's going to be an arms race in the NBA still. But yeah, it's the end of the show, man. 9:30. Look at that shit. But we've got places to be, because, you know, Wednesdays are always early because Brent's a busy man. You get me? But where I'm by myself, there's only so much we can do. But what we did was deliver the news clearly and concisely. It was important. You know what I'm trying to say? And made sure you got it. So I don't know what you're going to do for the rest of your morning. I know you're going to feel like you're in a...
They have lives, man.
You said they got lives to live?
Yes, man.
Yeah, you know what? Go back into the real world and go and live your life, man. You get more of the day back, man. You lot go and be great. I appreciate you lot. Appreciate you lot for being here.
All the time.
Each and every time. We're going to be back same time, same place, tomorrow morning, man. Quick and easy. Just how the goddamn like it. Peace.